That's your battle cry, huh?
Whoa! Okay, all right. So this is Game of Thrones season 5 Kraken predictions with Don the Kraken Wit and my friend. Whoa! With my friend Zoe and my good buddy LT Giles. I was thinking that how about we deal with Jamie and Braun and the Sand Snakes and Arya Hota and everything that is going on down south. LT, what do you think's going on down there?
Well, I'm really terrified for Bronn. I think that Bronn is going to end up dying defending Jamie in probably the first or second episode. And I hope I'm wrong, but I think that's going to happen in the first episode. I think Arya Holt is going to kill Bronn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that somehow they might intermingle a famous battle from or not battle, but fight from the books into the show. And my personal opinion was Aryo is going to kill someone to show his prowess as a person. I'm not entirely sure if I made it known to the public and everything, but Arya Hota is absolutely one of my favorite characters, if probably not my second behind Victorian. You
Isn't
guys,
he uh Darren's guard?
yeah, it's his one man
Doran Darren.
personal guards watch one guy epic fight
One man wolf pack.
everybody. Yeah, one man wolf pack dude. Yeah, LT.
Yes, sir.
Um, did when you were reading the books, this is about Arya Hota's weapon. Um, when you were reading the books, did you imagine his weapon as a long pole axe, pole arm kind of device with it was like taller than him, or was he carrying more or less a two-handed axe?
That's what it seemed to me. That was a two-handed, big, long axe. Kind of long, but a big axe. Yeah, like on Skyrim, there's this axe that I use for my character, and it's a two-handed axe, and you kill people with it. And that's what I was thinking it was.
Well, I was during my reread, man. I was during the chapter called the Watcher. He talks about standing there and he rubs his hand like along the poleaxe. Well, it didn't say poleaxe, but it insinuated that it was standing up like he was holding a spear, but instead of a spear, it was like a big axe. And that kind of came as a shocker to me because my first impressions of Arya Hota, it's like we were in this exotic land of Dorne, and there's all these wild fruits and spices and everything, and Ario kind of stood out like a sore thumb because I figured that he was plated from head to toe in mail, which he really wasn't, and then in my head, while he was plated, he would just stand there with this giant two-handed axe, and just like protect everybody. No, he stood there as like a guardian in copper scales, and he actually had a spear long poleaxe or pole arm. It depends on who you're talking to. And so that kind of shocked me when I saw it in the show. So I had to go and reinvestigate, and I was like, this Arya Hotah fits the script. And so I was thinking that Arya actually is going to kill someone to show his prowess, and I picked Braun for
Yeah.
him to kill. Like I really did.
Why are Jamie and Braun even down
Because Jamie and Braun are fulfilling a thing that needs to happen because after Oberon died,
there? Mm-hmm.
Dorne is wanting blood and
Well, yeah,
vengeance.
because he was there to kind of seek vengeance. And
Right.
you noticed that when he was fighting the mountain, because he's like, you raped her,
I mean, and
yeah, you
you
killed
murdered
her
her children.
children.
Like so. Doran is Prince Doran, and you will meet him in season 5. He's more of a mastermind than an aggressive person.
Yeah, because even they said that, like, when Oberyn showed up out of nowhere, first off, watching the show, I'm like, oh, who's this guy? He's hot. He's with a hot girl. Then you see him, like, in a kind of having an orgy or something. It was like funky sex
And
room.
fun fact, in the stories, they got wind that Oberyn was coming, and they went like chasing down south to go and greet him, and then they hear word that like he's already up there, like
That's
hanging out.
funny.
Yeah, he's an awesome character, but like his brother Doran, he's got gout and everything, and
Yeah.
Aryo protects him. you know, he does have a master plan, but it's been thwarted like time and time and time again. But after Oberyn's death, because Doran always had, his little brother's support,
Yeah.
like who should have been the Prince of Dorne. So after Oberyn dies, all shit hits the fan. Completely hits the fan.
Damn. So what is it that Jamie and Ron
So
are doing down there?
Marcella's down there.
Yeah. And I know she's supposed to marry like Tristan Martell.
Right. So LT, what would prompt Jamie Lannister or filling a Ares Oakheart role or Balon Swan role into Jamie Lannister and Bronn? What would bring them down south? What do you think?
Well, okay, so are we gonna spoil here or no?
Yeah, let's
So, as we know in the book, um, Ares Oakheart, no, not Ares, Sir Balin Swan brings the Mountain Skull to Dorne, to Dorne to present to Dorne and the rest of the Martells, and that's probably the role Jamie's gonna take. He's probably coming down there to give him the skull.
Ah, okay. Well, that's interesting.
so
But
if
maybe on the way there, I'm sorry to cut you off, but maybe on the way there, him and Bronn rub some Dornish soldiers the wrong way, and that's why they're fighting. Because we definitely see them fighting in the trailer.
what?
Okay, well, you said bringing a skull from the mountain. How could Jamie possibly bring the skull from the mountain if Qyburn is like doing some, and we see it. We see him doing some weird stuff to the mountain, and he has a head.
The only thing I'm gonna say to you, spoilers about that, is that's a good question, isn't it? How are you gonna have Sir Robert the Strong when they sent the Mountain's head to Dorne?
Right. I don't know. LT.
Yeah, well, like I said in the book, they take the Mountain Skull to Dorne, so they're probably gonna take his skull. That's what I'm assuming.
Had
I'm
to give
thinking.
the mountain that we see Qyburn working on and Cersei giving him the okay to work on, he would have to have a different head or something, but how could he? I feel like you couldn't even bring him back to life if he didn't have a head or his own head attached to his own body. I don't know. What did they do to Frankenstein?
Well,
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein had different parts of a bunch of different body parts all over his body.
Well, maybe they could use a different head because I feel like the mountain is like Frankenstein. Because Cersei gave him the okay to bring him back.
His name is Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah, Qyburn is.
Yeah, he got banished from like being a maester because he was dabbling in necromancy and dark arts and dark magic, whatever. That's crazy.
I can't wait to see the sand snakes, man. They're all hot and they're all badasses.
Isn't that so exciting? I just see these girls that are gorgeous badasses, and you see one like whipping a bucket.
All right. So let me stop you right there. That right there is Nymeria. All right, that is Nymeria sand that is whipping it. All right, so they took the Nymeria, Obara, and Tyene, and they took all their skills from actually four snakes and separated them. Like Obara was a spear and a whip woman. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how she fought. However, they gave the whip to Nymeria. You see Nymeria whipping the bucket off of that dude's head that's buried in the sand.
Yeah,
And I honestly think that is foreshadowing of whipping the helmet off of someone and debunking a certain theory of mine. I think Nymeria is the one that is, spoiler, going to debunk Sir Robert the Strong. If they cut off his head and send the head south, and it shows Nymeria knocking that bucket off of, you know, that dude that's buried in the sand, she's going to beat Sir Robert the Strong, what Cersei calls a trial for combat. That just backs up my Nymeria theory. Nymeria.
But what does that mean? Like, how did you take that to that?
So, part of the agreement that everything was okay is if they proved that um, the mountain was dead, the mountain needed to die for Nymeria to come up and be part of the small council to because Oberyn died, they started doing politics.
Yeah.
And so Nymeria is going to debunk that. She's going to knock off his helmet and prove that the mountain is not dead. That skull,
so the mountain is
that skull is a fake that they sent down south.
So,
and my good buddy Hedge, LT, he thinks that is Sir Duncan the Tall's skull.
Yeah, because they could have went to his grave and took it, and he is big like the mountain.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if he was as like swolger as the mountain, but he was definitely as tall as the mountain.
How tall did they say the mountain was? Because I know Duncan the Tall was 7 feet tall.
I don't remember how tall the mountain was.
Back to the Sand Snakes. I think we're gonna really see him kick some ass this season.
Yeah, me too, man.
That's exciting.
Me too.
So many things are exciting, like new characters, new places, current characters developing, other characters that might be dying. Like, I don't know. You never know. It comes at you from left and right and out of the woodworks. And
Nymeria has the whip. Tyene has daggers, and Obara has, what does Obara fight with?
Obara?
Yeah.
She's gonna be the master of 3 spears.
Yeah.
Definitely.
3 spears.
Yeah, it's like something Spartans would do.
Oh, so I think it's when Oberyn he threw the spear at the ground, right? And then he said you could take the spear, right?
Yeah. Spear or tears.
Yeah.
So yeah, Obara's...
What do you think they're gonna be doing? Cause like, let's predict some stuff.
The snakes? Hopefully they stick with Nymeria being part of the small council to fill his seat, because Oberyn was part of the Small Council. So I hope she goes up there, and I hope she fights. Spoiler: a dead, mountain, Sir Robert Strong. Obara, I think, and Obara and Tyene are just gonna. I don't think they're gonna be in King's Landing, but I think they might start some kind of armada or something like that.
They're not gonna be too far away from their sister, that's for sure.
Well,
Because we see those three together.
well, actually, all the Sand Snakes are
In different places.
on special missions.
Gotcha. So they each have a purpose.
Yeah. Obara is on a special mission tracking down a Dane in the books that he soiled somebody. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but probably cutting that out. As far as that character, particular Dane, he probably cut.
Yeah, Dark Star's gone definitely, but cool guy. Like he injured Marcella.
The actor that plays. Oh, sorry.
I know.
Go ahead.
The actor that plays Doran Martell is the guy from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the Doctor.
Really?
Oh, you never watched it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Negative there, Ghost Rider.
And yeah, I just can't wait to see the Sand Snakes, dude. Like I said, nothing more sexier to me than a hot girl that could kick ass. And all three of them are hot.
They
seem like, the way that you guys are talking them up, they seem like a force to be reckoned with. And I'm on LT's side. I'm down for any hot female doing something badass.
Well, the show is doing a really good job because all of Oberyn's daughters were beautiful, and they're doing a really good job on casting and doing a TV show adaptation. Like you couldn't leave the Sand Snakes out. It's like he has 8. He has 8 of them, but only 4 of them are very small. But there's 4 in play. So you just took the top 3 and just made them into epic badasses. And
I got a question for both of you guys. So in the trailer, we see some pretty girl dancing for Jaime. Who do you guys think that is?
That's a big question, dude. I think that's a show add-on, man.
I'm hoping maybe that's Ariane, and I would be so glad if they didn't cut her out. Maybe it could be. That'd be sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Who's Ariane?
Doran's daughter.
Oh,
yes, we think she might be cut out, but in the books.
Okay, never mind. Okay, you did tell me that. You told
she
me
she was the one that was seducing Sir Ares. Oakheart. Spoiler alert! God, I'm horrible at that. Oh man.
Well, I don't know who I think that could possibly be and why it would.
She had on that little tiara, around her head. Yeah. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. All right, so any wild ideas? I mean, we randomly covered everybody and where they are, but any wild ideas of what you want to happen? Anybody?
I want. I want someone just to take the Lannisters down, and I want Sansa to get Winterfell and fuck everyone up. Because seeing her in the crypts of Winterfell gave me so much. Even though no one knows that she's Sansa right now, there's a Stark in Winterfell. Bam. That's it. That's all. They need a chance to regain everything, and they are the ones that would be able to do it because they single-handedly can unite the North, and we've learned that from King Ra, the young wolf. Like, we've
I,
learned that.
I want to see Ramsey look. I want to see Ramsey get somebody make him look stupid. I know he's not gonna die, but I want to see somebody make him look really stupid. And hopefully Sansa makes him look stupid because she's there and Winterfell like shames him somehow or makes him look really dumb. That'd be great.
Or takes back Winterfell and beats his ass and is like, what now?
Yeah.
That'll be awesome. That's who I'm most excited to see, hear from, like, watch. I'm so ready for Sansa.
And I'm really anxious to see Tyrion meet Daenerys. That's gonna be pretty badass.
Yes. I want to know what Varys and Tyrion are doing, because it did surprise me when Varys left. Like, he was so wrapped up in this game and like the politics and the Lannisters and his seat on the council and having secrets and knowing everything. It was a crazy feeling to watch him go. But like, he did say he always would do what was in the interest of the realm, and maybe him leaving was and going elsewhere and taking Tyrion out because Tyrion was in a hot seat. Like, yeah.
I like Varys. He is one of my favorite characters. I really like Varys.
He
I
might.
like how Harry and he goes, nobody will remember you in the book, but there are people we do remember that he was the hero of Blackwater.
Oh, Tyrion.
Yeah.
That was a good part. We just watched that again.
Blackwater.
So,
Oh, sorry.
uh, I want Jorah Mormont back by Daenerys' side,
Yeah.
and the person that introduced me to reading the books, after watching the show, is somebody that I don't get to talk to a lot, but I remember, uh, telling him, or he actually asked me. He was like, "So, who's your favorite characters?" And I was like, "Well, fucking Victorian, like definitely." But I was like, Jorah Mormont, So I got Victorian. I'd say Ario, and then Jorah, But
I like Davos too.
and Davos is probably number 4
Uh,
after that. But Jorah Mormont, man, like he he just hits me home. Like, for some reason, he's he's been around the world and back, physical, emotional, and I want him. Hopefully in the series I can see it, like, him redeem himself and be back in the good graces of Daenerys.
I mean,
Like,
I'm sorry.
that's my overall goal, and especially from a book reader, I want them to reunite, and he does love her. He wishes that he could be with her, but he knows it couldn't happen. But he loves her so much that he just wants to serve her, and do anything that she wants.
Well, like, I, in a way, I feel like Daenerys is being angry right now, and it's perfectly, justifiable because he did in the beginning.
Betray her.
Yeah, but he's redeemed himself, I feel, a million times over already. But this is just now coming to Daenerys's attention, and she's angry now, and that's perfectly fine of her. But I feel like the fact that he stuck with her so much longer than when he was doing that, like, he's helped her get where she's gotten, like, so much. She owes a huge chunk of that to him, and his knowledge and his loyalty. Like, Jorah's awesome. So yeah, I want them to reunite again too. But I'm okay with Daenerys.
So
remaining.
how do you feel about Sir Barristan the Bold outing him out?
I think that Sir Barristan the Bold is also Sir Barristan of old honor, because he's an older guy, and back then, like when he was in his prime, the honor was a big deal. He's still that man. And he is also trying to, like, yeah, Daenerys trusts him because of Jorah, and he's trying to prove his loyalty to her still. So this was probably something that he did feel, yeah, I need to let her know that one of the closest people to her betrayed her at some point. And that is going to be a huge part for him to gain a higher appeal to Daenerys, you know?
The actor that plays um, Jorah Ian Glenn, he reminds me of a young Charleston Heston, like back when he played in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Get off me, you damn dirty apes. Yeah, that's great.
Was that a good...
Dr. Sayus, Dr. Sayus. Hey, there might have been some people out there that got that. That was a
Yeah, it went over
Simpsons
my
joke.
head.
Yeah. The Simpsons did a Planet of the Apes. And it was Dr. Sayus, Dr. Sayus. Oh man. Now, hey, a lot of people are gonna get that joke. Trust me. Don't worry.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yes.
I'm a big Simpsons fan, but I just can't remember that episode.
Oh, what was Phil Hartman did most of the voices on that one.
Wow.
Yeah. You know who I'm talking about from SNL?
From in House Guest with Sinbad, he played in the movie House Guest with Sinbad. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Phil Hartman. Yeah, he
Yeah.
killed, or his wife killed him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So the part of Arya in the trailer that that where she was holding a needle, I think that she might have been burying her old past in that, and introducing herself into, you know, the House of
How did you
Black
jump
and
to
White.
that conclusion?
Because like we got on something that this was season 5.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how did you, just from a clip of her with Needle, how did you come to the conclusion that she's burying her past and all that?
Okay, if she's gonna knock on that door, and spoiler alert, I'm gonna have to edit a lot
Yeah,
of this
because I'm
out.
saying
Yeah.
we're going strictly show. We don't know what that house is. We don't know what her. Who knew she was burying Needle? We see her with it. I'm just like, what? No, that's like, oh crap, never mind.
Spoiler alert.
No, I just tell you afterwards. I think we've hit everything.
I think we did too.
I'm excited to talk about it. People throw in their opinions, and hopefully you guys can let us know what you think too. LT, how are you feeling about it?
I think, yeah, like we talked about mostly everything. I think everything, and I'm just psyched for next week, man. I can't wait. I wish we could fast forward through time and get there already.
It's
Yeah.
next freaking week. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Next Sunday.
Oh, I'm starting to like. Whew. That's so exciting.
I wanted to announce a certain project that I'm working on with my man LT right here. What we want to try to do is get out a Game of Thrones season 5 episode review per episode as soon as we can, and both of us, if schedule permitting, will let us do this. Hopefully we can do it immediately right after Game of Thrones the episode shows.
Yep,
And
like a reaction review type of thing.
That'll be cool.
yeah, literally me, and hopefully we can do this. And I was just kind of dreaming about it, like if after I get done watching it, I get up and then like walk to my computer and then like hit up my man LT and boom, like let's just devour what we just saw. So hopefully we can pull that off. If not right after, shortly after, but
Yeah.
we plan on doing a weekly episode per episode review and how we feel about it. So hopefully everybody will tune into that one.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
LT, anything you want to say, buddy?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait for us to do our reviews on it. We've been talking about it for a long time, and it's gonna be epic.
It's been almost a year. We've been talking about that for almost a year, so I think we're ready, man.
I think possibly it'd be cool if Zoe's over to have her jumping on it too. I mean, this was awesome having her here.
by then, hopefully I'll be through like the first book. I'm like
Hopefully.
halfway through that first
Hopefully
book.
that's wishful thinking.
It is. I'd have to eat it. Like eat the book.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming by, and I really appreciate it. It is Zoe's first internet debut, everybody.
Yay.
Yeah, and then LT, buddy, I love you. You know what I do, man. Thanks for coming by, and everybody. What was that? What?
Vaya Magulis.
Valamogulis, everybody. All right, have a good
Bye,
one.
LT.